Wahala be like madman, oh. You know the tire, oh. Esquire everywhere, oh. Taking sick chronicles, oh. Esq Lawrence, Esq Lawrence.
Today we shall be looking at the evidence arts. And before I continue, I like to recognize very specially those people coming to this faculty for the first time. I've been told that there are some people that has been transferred from without to within. And it will be of great importance for us to recognize them. If this is your first time here, I beg you, stand up, let us recognize you.
You are welcome in the name of the Lord.
Sit down, sit down. This is Faculty of Law, a very noble faculty. I beg you, in this faculty, you have to be of good conduct. Otherwise, you'll be a street lawyer as well. I beg you. The HOD has duly informed me that others will be joining us in this faculty. And you know, the Faculty of Law is so big to accommodate as many that comes into this faculty.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Going back to the topic just now, we shall be looking at evidence arts. We cannot look into evidence art without first of all considering defense law. Imagine where a client is saying that he or she is his own defense lawyer. Now, this time is well known abroad.
Wow. Very, very true. You see, it was my father that stood as his own defense when Loluga died. And guess what? Listen, true. And they actually accused him of killing Loluga.
Hey.
Yes. Oh boy.
That your papa gallant too. Now defense which kind of dead defense? You don't dey lie. Don't dey lie again.
I swear.
Defense. Come or dead.
Me.
Now, we will be doing some class work. I beg you. This class will be divided into 3 groups. 2 lawyers and 1 jury. Clinton here will be the presiding judge. I beg you. And then who will be the accused and the accuser?
Sir, who will be my Anthony and jurist?
Young man, I beg you, won't you allow your brain to function just for once?
Sorry, sir.
Idiot.
Ew.
And Moremi, you will lead team A. And Raja will lead team B. Patricia, Emirat, and you will all be amongst the jury. I beg you. And shall we proceed?
Okay, thank you.
Sir, which I be?
I beg you. You shall be the clerk. At least, for once, you shall be useful in the ministry of shouting.
Yes! Shut up.
Thank you. Shall we proceed?
My lord, permit me to present my case of today.
You may proceed.
My client, Mr. Adebayo here, seeks for divorce from his spouse who has refused to grant him that without seeking for her own half of his fortune, which I believe is a gimmick and a way to swindle my clients.
Barrister Roger, please.
My lord, as a defense lawyer, I'd like the court to understand that my client here has been married to her husband for 5 years. Why use gimmicks to swindle his fortune, as my learned colleague has said?
Can you change the case? Turn it over and foil it.
Okay, sir. My client wants 50% of his fortune and custody of the children. That way, he can pay for the damage.
Damage? My client has been abused for 5 years and he stood up for himself after a year, and you talk about damage? My lord, may I be permitted to ask the plaintiff to stand before the court?
You may proceed.
Mrs. Ame, please stand up. It states here that you have 2 kids for Mr. Adebayo, your current husband, and 1 for your ex-husband.
Yes.
Now, tell us what happened in your former marriage.
He was a drunk and he always hits me.
So you left just like that? Or the court granted you 50% of his fortune and 2 of his kids?
Objection, my lord. That is irrelevant here.
Barrister Roger, objection overruled.
Thank you, my lord.
Trouble won't start.
Now, Miss Ame, I put it to you that you are a fraud and a conster who dates and marry with divorce at heart. Marriage is a means to an end to you, and that end is money. My lord,
Yes.
I rest my case.
Well done, barrister.
Cut. Roger, you did perfectly well.
Thank you, sir.
Clinton, trash. Moremi, nonsense.
Sir, Moremi can do no wrong.
Will you keep quiet? Shut up, Emma. In fact, assignments.
No, no.
If you like, grumble from now till the devil is head. I won't change my mind. I will not. In fact, this assignment carries 50 marks.
Sure.
And you, if you like, flirt your way out of this.
Chai, he can pay.
Chronicles, Esq Lawrence. This your class na serious problem. The wahala be like bicycle. Esq Lawrence, everywhere. Esq Lawrence, problem. This your students na big case. The palava be like bone straight. Esq Lawrence, everywhere.